Nice, nice.
Yeah, so welcome to
Hi.
JJ's Corner. Welcome to this edition of podcast, video
Podcast.
cast podcast.
Yeah.
And joining us, I'm JR, and this is Jeff.
General Bernaldez.
Yeah.
If anything, we recorded the first one way back. Yeah, and I think na-upload ko na sa SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I have to double check again kasi
Oh,
yung
this SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Sa Google.
yeah, sa Google. Oh, there I'm gonna try uploading first on its SoundCloud with a proper picture. Well, at least ngayon we have something to show besides listening and stuff. So we're recording this in two ways. One is in video, the other one is in voice only. Well, the purpose no for my episode two types of podcast. So Jay, again, tell the people what the hell are we doing here?
So we're
Why are we
JJ's
surrounded
Corner.
by lots of comic book stuff?
So
And how can you even afford this?
well, apparently this is where my life choices have gone.
Very good life
Yeah,
choices.
investment. I guess this is where I chose to invest my. We don't even have a house. This isn't even our house. Yeah, so there's that. Take that future stability. If JJ's Corner, um, gaming room, computer books, cartoons, and comic books, all here. Dedicated for my late cousin JJ, who loved Pokemon, so there's that here. So it's really an avenue for the things that we love.
Yeah.
Right? Computer books, computer games, and cartoons. So,
Anything pop culture related is probably the only reason why all of us keep together.
yeah.
Well, except some of us are here now. Cholo,
Birds,
happy Father's Day.
birds,
Yes.
working.
Hard, yeah. Probably one of our hardest working friends. If I know. I mean, that guy.
Respect.
Yeah, respect. So anyway, let's get on with the program. So, what do you want to do first, Dave?
So we currently have a pseudo playthrough of the classic Turtles in Time and the Super NES, and we have some artsy Rayman
Yeah.
on the Nintendo Wii.
Wait, is that yan yung Rayman Origins or?
No, ito yung apparently it has a sequel. Ito yung Legends. Sequel na pala siya.
Yeah, it is.
Oo nga eh. I thought it was the same thing. Hindi ko alam.
Oh no, well the art style is different. It looks more 3D because of how they render it. Yeah, yeah. Although somehow I prefer yung art style of the first one, which is more Indian. But either way, that game, this game is fun. It was a big refresher, and it was nice to see an old character come back. Speaking of old characters coming back, have you seen yung video that there's this indie? I'm not sure if it's indie, but he's a game developer guy, and he made an open letter. Made an open letter for you for Sega.
Sonic.
Yes. I mean, he had some good points, and especially on how to reinvent the character. Although being a game developer myself, those points were good, but I think the design could use some more. But I do like yung special abilities and the way how he's showing. He thought about if you want to introduce Sonic again to this
The
game.
fact na nag-offers a solution, I mean, I think
Instead
that's
of
the thing.
long-legged Sonic.
Mm.
Have you watched
Yeah.
Some people say it's good. Pero, no.
I'm sorry. And I love Sonic. I mean, I got Super Sonic right here. That's an rack.
Wow.
It just, parang nag-grow something. And, then sabi niya yung whole Sonic game, except yung generation, kasi nagkaroon sila ng slight moment of hope there in the generations. Well, that's because they brought classic Sonic and modern Sonic, in which modern Sonic was really the last modern Sonic, and not the actual Sonic today. So, Sonic Generations, yun, okay. 2D, tapos yung Sonic Adventure 3D type.
Yeah.
And that was good. Kaso, yun nga, they revamped that for Sonic Boom. And ano nga yung bago nila, sabi nila, there's a new game coming out then, Sonic then. Tapos, their own Tumblr, hashtag themselves, this will be really better than the first one. I mean, so parang they know themselves. And look, I mean, Sonic is now Sega for the most part. Ay, nasa Nintendo na rin. I mean,
oh yeah,
I mean,
dahil nandun siya sa Smash.
Nandun siya sa Smash, Olympics, I submit to Mario, parang so hopefully they can something could happen. Something could,
Mario.
kasi nandun na siya, they're now friends.
Kiss my Italian ass.
Yeah, nandun na siya.
Oh, si Ryu.
Yeah, Capcom. That's design-wise nga, the thing about Sonic, especially sa latest, hindi talaga na-utilize ko yung speed niya Even before, parang just pressing right, that's supposed to parang get you parang fast speed. Pero ang nangyayari, parang nagkakaroon lagi ng mga blocks, gano'n. Parang lagi yung state design. So, hindi mo rin feel na mabilis siya. Mas mag-feel mo pa nga yung speed kay Mario parang speed runs, it's very smooth, jump around this, jump around that.
Yeah, kasi I think it's better because parang in-exploit na lang nila yung speed. You know by this, oh yeah, it goes fast. And then yung alam nila. But in the end, based on the recent games and the way how you described it was, okay, we can give him speed, but it's somehow too powerful. What can we do to change that? I know, add some obstacles. We kind of slow. Basically, it does, given the fact na that's something to tone down the speed, pero it just felt more clunky more than anything. And why the longer legs? Why the scarf?
Yeah.
Getting tanong ko.
Yung long legs, pictures nila, matatat siya ng pagkakal. Yeah, so, kind of not that.
Yeah. So that's it. And you finish the first box of pizza. Apparently there's more.
Yes.
Just for the three of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Not for later.
Alright.
Get the big one. Get the big one. Yeah, I wish Sean Burns were here now. I really want this band to talk about back. I mean, ambience. That's a good. Gawa ng, diba, there are some things na, especially in this age na natin yan, we're old and crisis and stuff.
Like you said, stability.
Oh, yung mga ganun. Parang people have to worry. Now we're at that age na we now have to pay the bills and worry about future stuff.
Have you ever, I'm sure you had those moments when every time you wake up, you're always worried about something.
Yeah, it comes with the time of life natin ngayon.
Yeah. Well, yun yung and somehow, to be honest, ever since nung, say, grade school, IP pa tayo nun, IPSJ, International Philippine School in Jeddah. Again, were you born in Jeddah or just raised?
Andaluya.
first I was, syempre, we're kids. We're like, oh shit, we could play games, toys, and shit. And there's just one moment that I'll never forget. I was in grade 6. Nah, everybody was suddenly into books. And I was like, oh, cool, cool. At least what they're reading are like R.L. Stein,
Oh yeah,
remember,
Goosebumps.
shit, remember those stuff with Fear Street, 3000. Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, literature, this is awesome. So I was, and while there are people reading books, there are other people who bragging about, oh, I read adult books. Oh, for sure. So I took so I took a read in one of it. I was just making fun of it. Haha, wow, this is stupid. Why are you worrying about these kinds of stuff? And then somehow yung ano nila, yung reaction was, I was like, oh my god, grow up. Yeah, that was one thing. So that was one thing I realized about that. Do I have to grow up right now? I mean, we're in grade 6. I think earlier, in grade 6, and actually we should enjoy this. We should enjoy this moment and not worry about being adults and whatnot. So fast forward 15 years later, I still feel that way. It's like, man, have the feeling that ikaw pa rin yung nauuli when people start wanting to grow up.
Exactly. And speaking of growing up, it's exactly. I mean, sobrang along that yung mga thoughts ko. Kasi, especially siyempre with what we do, I mean, you're in the video game industry, tas tayo, at pag nakikita-kita tayo ng show, like, we get into comic books and mga traditions natin of free comic book day, and then show with EA, and with Lego, and si Burns with DS din, Monster Hunter stuff. Yeah, parang you kind of look like a bunch of kids, so through the eyes of many. Pero, and a lot, and have, and even those who don't tell us, yeah, talk about, like parang growing up, or parang kids, or boys, or stuff like that. And yung, I always remember yung quote ni George Bernard Shaw, which I always paste dun sa mga Lego stuff na about growing up. So he said na, we don't stop playing because we grow old.
Yeah.
But then, we grow old because we stop playing.
Yeah.
So, amen.
Yeah, that's the thing, because just recently I had the shittiest week ever, where, as always, money has to have been the issue of the things that I want to do. Principle at home. Even buying stuff that I want to indulge in, more or less some stuff that I want to do that would help with most of the career growth. So that happened, and most of the time I was like, oh, okay. But somehow, thanks to my overthinking, it got me into 3 days of depression. I said, oh god, when will this end? I mean, we're supposed to be better than this, and it sucks. And the thing about that is, I mean, all of these things na hinihilig natin, it's basically, ano namin, from the new generation, they would not see this as something something kids stuff we don't have. The new generation would probably accept this. Okay, this is the norm that you know this stuff. But our generation, ilan lang yung alam sa mga ganito.
Sabi nga before na, the geeks shall inherit the earth. Now, we are seeing that. What time to be alive.
Yeah, pero yet, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
So, yun nga. So, I really have, in a way, hindi lang siya dahil nakaka-relate ako, pero I really have a lot of respect. I mean, and I'm really proud sa inyo, kay Burns, kay Shaw, sa atin. I mean, yeah, we got this thing. Parang, it's not about these are about stories, these are about mga inspiration, mga motivation na not to mention, yung mga memories natin, these are what we grew up with. These are pretty much our friends. Like, and that's the thing na parang ayoko siyang parang i-let go in the sense na not in a healthy way, pero parang it's something na it's a common part of us, parang gano'n. It's something we share, it's something we treasure. So, um, gusto ko siyang laging dala, parang gano'n, laging siyang dala.
Yeah.
And so, lately, ito even beyond the mga games and all that and stuff, I've been really parang reflecting or reviewing Happy's Life ko. Parang hindi ko alam, parang maybe it's midlife crisis or something, pero
Yeah.
it just
Wait,
made
like,
me,
how old are you?
uh, we are
Oh yeah.
We are
27.
27. Oh my god, it's our
Shit.
birthday.
Alam mo ba,
That's
all the
it.
time I thought I was 28 pagdating sa group.
Oh yeah, I think,
And then I said, oh shit, I'm 27 pala.
in a way, saved us a bit right Pero yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. I've been parang reminiscing, and I really sobrang overanalysis ko rin. I really tried to go through my timeline, like the Earth. So for different reasons, parang before I look parang to the future or mga adult issues parang ganun, which we're all going through naman.
Yeah.
Pero parang my emotional preparations, mga ganun bagay. I want na I want my past parang to be crystallized muna, parang to be encapsulated so that I can focus parang on what's around me and what's after me. So in the sense na I want to parang consolidate parang my memories and past experience, my whole timeline. We're getting from there to here. I did a lot of researching, parang binupdating yung mga family albums. I literally went through all the timeline. Parang try to take time, just think about literally what happened. I mean, like high school music tayo, the whole, yung mga era na yun. Parang ako personally, parang it's something na parang, wow, I thank God for this. Parang all those experiences na yan, parang bring back. And the way na one of the ways na parang nag-peak siya is through here, parang James Corner. Na parang, obviously, a reflection ng values ko.
Yeah, and honestly, this is damn impressive. I mean, almost everybody sa akin nangarap magkaroon ng ganito relevant plastic art. Even I, pero things just happen and whatnot. Yeah, but so, sobrang tuwa ako dito. This is, imagine 12-year-old me or 12-year-old JR, I would be here right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, especially growing up sa Saudi, na we got nothing. I mean, you got parang buti na tayo Cartoon Network, the SNES, and the Archie comic books, and a couple of Marvel comic books dun sa Sarawak.
Oo. Na pencil pen.
Yeah, and so, parang, it parang make me look at what do I really value the most, parang ganun. Parang, is parang, or at least sa life, at least sa akin, parang, what is my life about? Is it about, yun nga, parang, my future, is it about getting a house, or about getting a good job, or career? Parang, what it boiled down to, parang, for me, it's the things that I love, itong mga hobbies na to, it's the things that we share with you guys. Parang, I also talk about not just the stuff or the memories, pero the people. Parang, parang yung mga significant people sa akin. Parang I kind of group them into like circles. So I got you guys in one circle. That's the, you know, the high school, the
one
this me,
The one that lasted.
yeah, exactly. Parang good. I have yung mga LB friends ko.
Yeah.
And parang it just made me parang appreciate all of you guys more. Parang appreciate people more. I think na parang people are, siguro, relationships, I mean, yung most important sa akin. And experiencing yung sharing this together right now, parang that's what's more important to me. Yun nga, like, this house. Technically, this isn't even a house. We don't have a house. I have as much as I don't know. This stuff costs a lot, and apparently, I did not put my money into adult stuff of the future, and house or car or parang ganun. I mean,
AJ, you and me both.
I mean, ganun. I mean, you people
Yung
around
pakiram-
us, diba? I mean,
O yung pakiramdam
this
mo
age,
is like, don't you have a car? It's like,
diba? I mean, some people,
No, I
they got their savings accounts and and their houses and
I mean-
saving up for.
parang tayo yung like, well, this, say for Cholo, we're pretty much the guys na, well, almost all ng mga Facebook friends natin, like,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
married and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, nothing wrong with that. If you're happy,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
happy. It's just yung the sudden realization again, like going back to grade 6 me, it was like, all we have to do right now is because of my age.
Exactly.
Yeah, yun nga yung ano ko, yung gripe ko. Said, have I thought to mature too late? And is it the reason why I'm suffering now? Well, not suffering like, if any case, I still survive. So yeah, not like suffering, yun ba yung consequences, why are we suffering now? But then again, I talked to somebody, others were like, you're not really supposed to know this intuitively. Yeah. That's a part of, yung part of being like, we're on our late 20s, still don't know how, we barely still understand how life works. Status,
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
saves money, but as I mean, I don't believe that some people, it's like, when they came at a certain age, like us, they go, oh, I know how to do taxes, unless they are taught early. But majority, no, they have to go through this in order to like, say succeed or survive into life till their 40s, diba? And it might as well be anything that is held as a silver platter. I mean, we get to figure this stuff on our own because if anything, this is pretty much a variable. It's a life plan and expect ng mga magulang natin.
Yeah, and yun nga, parang,
And this is not a territory na alam
Yeah.
nila. I mean, in those age, sa panahon nila, get work or most commonly go abroad, get money, help others.
yeah.
And now, we're in an age where the rise of individualism, right? So like, how about we don't do that? I want to do something myself. Sure, it sounds selfish, but it is your life. Na ano yung gusto mong gawin. And the only thing that could help us, now succeed on what we want to happen is yung people like me and you. Diba? Just here's a fun
We're all we got.
yeah. Here's a funny story. Diba? Last week I had the shittiest week. I had one of those shitty weeks. I was thinking because yung kausap ko yung office mate ko, she's also the stranger. Si Abby. And she was like, if only somehow yung mga weekends namin just felt really short. We don't have time to do anything. We want to draw, but we're dead like this. And we just wanted time to stop. Yesterday, I didn't realize I was exhausted with trabaho. And I wanted to do stuff because I have stuff lining up with the public school, another project, this other project. So I said, okay, let's do this. But then I'm lazy and I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. And then I feel bad. It sucks, right? Yun yung buhay ng artist. Eh. If you're unproductive, you feel like the worst person in the world. But anyway, the more I realize na I really hope that there's a moment that time would stop. And of course, I'm trying to figure out outside, beating myself for 5 minutes, and it was pretty much heaven for me, but for us. Besides that, it was. Then it started digging deeper, and the other one was hanging out with you guys, talking like this, because matagal na lang din ako sumasama sa inuman and my friends, because this is the life that I signed up to be. You're an artist, when you're basically creating your own content, you barely have time to hang out with your friends. Kaya, I'm sorry for that. I mean, I was really worried na sinapin mo.
Oh, yeah.
The house. Oh, shit. So I was like, I don't know, what can I do to help this? I mean, una, yung titulo nyo, yung titulo hindi sa inyo.
Yeah, I'm not getting stuff
And what, has anybody done anything to parang maayos yung situation?
I mean, yeah, parang course lang. Pero, hindi ko lang. Yeah. Yeah. So, the house per se, yun nga, it's not even ours naman talaga. Ever since. So, not sure about that. So, in a way, pretty uncertain nga siguro ang Jiggy's corner. Pero, the thing is nga, the thing nga that I've been learning lately, personally, ay, as much as na ganito nga yung lives natin, diba? Compared to siguro what society or the world thinks na parang nahulin na tayo, diba? Yung expectations, yung pressures, gano'n na. You have to have this by this age, parang gano'n. You have to do this by this age.
That kind of shitty advice na by 30 you're a millionaire. You have to have 6 digits in your account.
Exactly.
Fuck you! I mean, in my line of work, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, surely there is another way. Maybe lower it down a little. I mean, look at us. We're basically not expecting to have any babies anytime soon. Am I right?
Yeah.
So this is pretty much our baby.
And yun nga parang ang daming gano'n, and a lot of people who think they know what they're saying, and you get to hear that everywhere. You get to hear that at work, you get to hear that at church, you get to hear that with your families.
Yeah,
I mean, everywhere nandun siya. And personally, yung sa personal journey ko, na I found out na the whole thing na napagkama din natin before, even parang with related to God, parang sa akin, parang Jesus, his idea na parang okay lang yan, you're alright.
Yeah.
I mean, you're where you are right now, parang it's alright. I mean, it's cool. Kahit na you don't have all that right now, or you don't have everything talaga figured out, or you don't have what society or pressures is, parang you're good, we're good. You're good with me, you're good with your friends, and parang yung having those relationships that are important, that matter. That's what matters. Parang for me, that's what matters. Parang you guys, parang these things. And parang I don't need to join parang that kind of rat race, parang gano'n, diba? Just to fit in, or parang fit in sa culture na ganito, which we don't even really like anyway. So, there was, I think, there's this quote na parang misattribute kay Dr. Seuss, apparently, na parang those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. I mean, parang we go out of ourselves, parang try to please everyone, parang ganyan. And the moment na we stop and parang and think na, hey, we don't need to, and there are people who love us just for who we are. We have, we have, there's God that loves us just the way we are, and we don't need to change yung mga things na yun. Parang, wala nang pressure, you could be free and do yung mga dreams mo, the things in your heart na parang, I believe na God given na yung mga passions natin, all this stuff, parang these are dreams, desires na kung yung friends mo kung yung mga friends natin, they support you, how much more God, or how much more talaga yung tayo, parang this family, parang gano'n. And so, these are what matters to me, and parang okay na, I'm content with these guys, these people, and these are the people who I would invest my life with. these are the people, you guys are the people why I have this for, parang why there's a baby's corner. So parang we could have like a break, a moment
Yeah.
of rest a bit. Parang gano'n. And
So not,
yun yung,
yeah. Though not frequent.
oh,
I'm just glad na this kind of moment
yeah,
still
we got this one.
still exists. Kasi that, yeah, but not. It's just sometimes that some parang weird hits. Every time na pagdating June, it felt really like the shittiest month, even though the birthday. And somehow the things that brought a smile on my face was yeah, there a simple greeting of cool. He's still racist. Tsaka yung well, I'm pretty surprised that there are actually people giving me gifts. And for one, I'm not, yeah, no. And I'm not for one very comfortable of accepting any gift per se, but still, just made my week better.
And yeah, it's those little moments, it's these little moments, it's those couple of people, parang those numbered people, parang you don't need to have it all, you don't need to have the world, you don't need to have parang a whole room, pero you have these things, you have these memories, you have these people, parang that you can count in the middle, and parang these are what matters, and parang these are what parang can keep me going nga talaga sa everyday life natin. And so, the whole thing rin ng JJ's, even beyond JJ's if ever, my heart or my dream naman is, especially for the people na close to me, na parang, and also related to me traversing my timeline, is parang I put them in some form or parang consolidate, encapsulate them, whether through pictures or memories or ano, parang just putting them in one place in such a way na as I go out into the world and ano, dala ko to, parang I have this to keep us going, parang we definitely can't do this every day, but we can do this like occasionally, these things, and parang hopefully these would help us for tomorrow, Mondays, parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Parang getting through the Mondays.
Yeah.
The mundane Mondays. And parang, that's pretty much yung parang pinag-dream ko about James Corner, about
Diba gusto mo gawin like the cafe or something?
yeah. And the funny thing is, parang na-realize ko regarding sa cafe, I really have no parang business bone in my body, parang gano'n.
Hey, neither do I, but
Yeah, and yeah, that parang crossed my mind. So, yeah, that could be down the road. Parang gano'n. Yeah, so yung mga ganun din na thoughts, I could charge for this stuff. Okay.
let's make some money out of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that could definitely be parang along the future. And God knows na parang we need yung mga ganun ideas then. And definitely. And that's the thing, parang before I start thinking about yung mga things na yun, I want na parang yun nga, encapsulated na muna yung past ko, parang lahat ng, and so, not besides JP's Corner, like I said, I went back, trying to think about yung mga early childhood ko, like memories ng Saudi. The thing is, before I forget, parang that's the thing, before I grow, I really get old, I don't want this, yung mga ginagawa natin, I don't want this, yung gantong to be enjoyed like when we retire, parang ganun. I don't want us to have this after, 20 years? Parang ganun. I want parang to savor the moment. I want us to experience it. I want this to remember this for that future, for that impending doom. Parang ganun. Parang, usually, these things, parang these nice things, parang usually, at the end of someone's life, parang dun pa parang, kasi nga they have priorities, like, you need a house first, parang gano'n. Parang, I don't want the house first, parang I want this first, I want to share this with you guys first, not when you're old, not when there's a school reunion of people that you don't want to talk to to anyway, and then parang small talk. Oh, yeah, yeah, this is my work. Yeah, I don't want to talk about those stuff. Parang when you get old, I want to talk now about the things that matter to us, and I want to remember. Not ngayon pa lang. in in our 27th birthday, I want to not forget parang the things we are, the experience that we have. So obviously, parang I went through that. I got old pictures and I compiled them all. Parang I even have a collage of old pictures, digitalized na. I tried to write down and even draw poorly. Yun nga, yung mga Saudi memories ko, parang ganun. And, yeah, we'll get to that. So, I mean, parang exhausting my brain in a way so that when the time comes, I don't need to parang dig through my archives. Parang I have them, yeah, I have them here already. Nadala ko na lang siya. And so, when it's a crappy Monday, and when ang dami nangyayari with people, their problems, and money stuff, parang ganun, I just need to look at this parang ganun, and remember you guys, and then remember parang how parang God has been there for me naman all throughout my life naman. And so, to help keep me going. Yun nga, in the words of the trailer for City of Angels, something like that. Parang, yun, ganun eh. Even related to parang taking risks and stuff, cheesy. Pero, something related to that na where we are, it's good. It's alright. I mean, it's hard. It's really, we experience shit in this world. Pero, we're okay. Parang, we're good. Parang with you, me, and so, it's alright. It's alright. And we can do parang yung mga things put into our hearts. And another thing that got me it's like yung I got it right here. Parang from the last words, one of the few last words of our 11th Doctor, diba yun sabi niya, that when you think about it, we're all different people, all through our lives, and that's okay. That's good. You gotta keep moving. So long as you remember all the people that you used to be. So, yeah. Remembering that, crystallizing that.
Pick up your arts too, doesn't it?
and yun, and it's parang, that's pretty much it. Parang gusto ko dala ko siya lagi. JD's Corner, I don't know what tomorrow holds, what the future holds. I don't know when this can stay, I don't know how long we can do this, pero at least we have this and we can remember it. And we can, yeah, like, the one thing that I really admire sa pag-ano nyo ng mga podcast, parang we have it here, we have it in one form.
Yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to do this with you. Because one, you like to talk. Two, I like to talk. And three, I mean, why not? I mean, kung i-compare natin sa mga ibang podcasts natin sa Saudi, none of them would attempt to have this, then, I mean, yeah, you live your own life, but this is how we're gonna roll our dice.
Precise.
And you know what? Yung some are really nice na. The way how you feel about this, sobrang you are more of you're thankful what you have now, right? Like, however, yung sa akin, I used to be like that. Nah, this is okay. Until again, society somehow changed me to be the person that they're constantly worried about something, and that sucks. That really sucks. It's necessary, but it does suck. I don't care who you are. It sucks to be overly worried like this. And somehow this is why na bigla ako napilisip. Yeah, I want to hang out. I mean, since when have I been hanging out? Because funny thing, last time I hung out with mga office mates ko. So it's the usual booze these new guys, somehow, these new guys na, niyaya namin mag-inuman. So, grandma, tama agad. So, yeah, it's Friday naman. And somehow, nakikita ko sa kanila, ang binilis na nila yung ikotan nila para makauwi. I mean, in their respect, okay, pwede niyo sabihin kailangan yung umalis. And I know na naiya lang kayo dahil kami naiya busy. And it's fine with me. And it's just that kind of treatment na nakita ko. It's either, oh shit, you must have their priorities. Because they don't, yeah, you have to go home, you have to do this.
I don't need to go.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know what they do. You know, why am I putting them up to a pedestal money enough for them? I mean, the purpose lang yun is just to unwind and relax. And yun yung kulang ko sa akin, like ngayon, sabi ng nanay ko, after last week, because I was working on something, kasi naawa daw siya sa akin, kasi bigla yung nakita niya pati sa akin, gising, trabaho, uwi, trabaho sa side project. Yeah, and after a long look at myself, I was like, yeah, diba? And I was like, okay, I mean, granted na yung mga creative guys for you need to sacrifice the well-being and that is for the sake of the art. But it doesn't have to be that way parati. Yeah, that is why I had this feeling na I just wish that time would stop. And well, it did stop now, thankfully. Kahit late ako na but yeah, I mean, at least hindi ako kasi things na tulad dati. And besides that, since we're pretty much, where yung ugali natin is like, somehow on the opposite end of the spectrum, when you say you're not the business type, ako somehow got, not really forced, but I've become interested dun sa mga pagka-entrepreneur. Well, besides the money, because fucking handling the fucking money is the hardest part. And all this time I was like, I don't care, I just want to make this and sell it and people would like it. But that's not how business works. And I've seen that side of the business, how it works properly, but most of the time how it isn't handled properly. And which is something that I don't want to worry about, because first and foremost I only want to worry about my art. I used to be headstrong. I said, I can take care of this. But no, I realized na kailangan ko talaga ng ibang tao to handle those kinds of things. And that is why which was most of the time, yan yung sinasabi ko na somebody else should do this, because I gusto ko, pero ayoko sumakit ulo ko dahil sa dito.
It's probably something that someone else can actually do. Pero the thing that you do, parang only you can do. Yung focus mo.
Yung skills, kumbaga. So, so if anything, you want to just become a cafe, you might as well go around and maybe meet some other people. I guess kung interested in sila to make this something.
Actually, probably. And if ever, perhaps not here, pero in some form, yeah. Sila mama rin. Kasi, spoiler alert, daling bahay yung parents ko. So, parang the whole thing. Of course, yung stay nila sa Saudi, parang, ngayon kasi parang pastor sila doon. So, yun yung parang naging focus na yung people. So, parang medyo nahuli na regarding sa pag-schedule nila. Pero definitely, yung focus niya parang after that, this is the way, parang ito na yung gagawin. And definitely in the hearts of the monarchies.
Because this isn't actually something, I mean, you put so much money into this, and you throw it away with such
Definitely not,
Yeah, I mean, shit man, this parang, if anything, ito yung dapat yung pinagkabala ng mga tao.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I would say that. Yeah. And yeah, I actually also get the whole life forcing you to become and do stuff na you weren't before. Yeah. Even like so, even sa LB, like before ako graduate, parang more lately naging na-force na ako parang to be very objective, I mean with decision making,
Yes.
I mean not to take things personal and have to go have at the people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, parang kind of changes you a bit, parang ganun. Pero yeah, I mean, I can see that. And definitely I can, yeah, LRT, and I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks great na dito tayo ngayon, diba? Pero yeah, Mondays, the whole week, I mean, God knows na parang we're part of that workforce na pagdating sa office, so this 20, I take 3 hours ata yung total 2 weeks ko eh. Like 1.5, 2, then 1.5 row. Alis ako like 5, and then pagdating ko, I mean, 6:30, 7 din ako dati. And then pagdating ko, anong feeling mo? Pagod ka na rin, di ba?
Yeah.
So, parang makakatulog ka lang din. And literally, the next thing you do, parang you get up the next day and do it all over again.
Look at yourself at the mirror and say,
Di ba? Yeah, I mean,
go to work.
life.
Yeah, back to the grind here. So,
Yeah.
and you know, I was really happy that I discovered podcasting. Because I mean, shit, diba? It just feels like we're not alone in this. Yeah.
Diba? And yes, so yes, I mean, especially, diba, Kevin Smith.
That guy. Even though kahit may mga tao were talking shit about him,
All in one.
I mean, yeah, I can see that na, but at least tingnan mo naman yung ginagawa niya. His optimism is the way how he yung outlook niya sa buhay and his willingness to learn other new things because kasi that he used to be shy fat guy that he always talk about. Now ever since after weed mas naging open ka and yung reason niya why ba't ganun siya, mas open siya ngayon because somehow we gave him a reason not to give a crap. I mean, he always says, what's the worst that could happen if you try? And yung isang yung words niya na sinabi niya sa Zen Comics, it takes nothing to encourage an artist. You discourage them once, you take away everything.
Grabe. Sobrang mad respect. And highly influential. And yung life niya eh. Not just yung works na, di ba? I mean, yung lifestyle niya eh. The whole, ano rin siya, the whole not pleasing the world thing. And
Yeah, if your friends are happy, he's happy.
yeah.
Diba?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Kaya nga yung napanood.
Hey, comic book man, di ba? I mean, it's just really his friends.
Oo.
Talking, parang, dahil kung hindi mo nga sila friends, parang it would look like bunch of idiots, parang ganun. Pero, you know, kita mo na this means something to them. Parang ganyan na, hey, parang it's, yun nga, even if I comment, parang it's not so much as the comic books around it or the comic books around it, but it's like, yeah, it's just them hanging out, parang ganun.
Yeah, and yeah, he kept me saying that it's not really about the money. And of course, given his life, yeah, there is some importance in
Yeah.
sa money, pero it wasn't his first priority.
Yes.
And that is something somehow gusto kong much. And it's hard, especially dito sa sugar control. I mean, fucking Manila. Yeah, but you can't move around unless you have this spare money. So everything yung for all those years na magkasama tayo, we have to give ourselves a pat on the back. Now we're actually doing this. Diba? Yeah, for the video, pat on the back. You too.
I'm very proud. Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, even sa atin, you are like, you're in the video game industry. I mean, video game
For
industry.
too long.
Art, you're an artist, and
Mm.
in not just any sense of the word, pero in the way that we, I mean, no, no, man, I mean, we're around stuff that you guys are involved with. Parang these are just things that we all do. These are the things that we love. And parang,
Yeah.
grabe. And definitely, I cannot speak for it to say na I can imagine parang what you guys have to go through. I cannot.
But at
I
least,
guess I get sweaty silently talaga and siksikan, pero I bet there's definitely more in total, yun nga, mad respect to, and especially even Kid Burns, diba? I mean, you guys, right? Yeah, especially mga night persons pa kayo, I mean, also the nights, tulog na rin ako pag ano.
yeah.
Pero, yeah, mad respect there, and, yeah, and, I'm so proud of you guys. I mean,
Yeah,
there.
but
And
it's funny nga eh.
video games, yeah, I mean, art, I mean,
Yeah.
that's really, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is something yeah. Again, imagine 12-year-old me if he sees me now. They say, oh my god, what do you look like? I love you, fat. Like, if kung ano yung, like, I used to imagine, because, I've been reading this comic, ano siya, French, I think you've seen it, The Darkness, na,
Oh, yeah,
yung 24-hour comic.
Hindi ka pa na lahat, pero yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he is insane. He's a French cartoonist, supposedly. He goes by the name Paulet, and he makes comics like crazy. Like, he can do it in one sitting and he can tell a story. That's the guy who I wanted to be. Anyway, I digress. He had a script na, you'd imagine, what would this younger self look like? Say, when he sees his studio. At pero aminin niya, his younger self would be, syempre, sobrang optimistic sa mga stuff that he wants. He'll probably have the best PC ever or a room full of art. And when he was in art school, he'd imagine I will have an art studio full of naked women that I could draw all day. And right now, it's pretty much, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Not really, pero it was something close. And then he just thought about na kahit ano yung pag-iisipan niya, if they were here today looking at us and what we do, parang sobrang matutuwa nila na, well, shit,
Yeah.
at least you made it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is something na kailangan I should be really thankful about because again, I'm just one of the few
Yes.
artists doon sa relatives namin.
Yeah, it's even the bad time. Seriously, I mean, sure as hell beats 9 to 5 talaga. I mean, yeah, sure, you also do the 9 to 5. Pero, and even more, yeah, yeah.
Even more.
Pero yung, I mean, like yung, ano ba, parang 9 to 5 routine na, I guess people actually like that. Kasi I'm in that kind of, and definitely did not, well, no, I did not choose. Kasi nga, with what happened, but if it were up to me, parang I'd be like a missionary talaga. And probably, maybe, in the future. Pero, and this. Pero, yeah, for someone working on, in actually even working in government, parang ganun. I mean, it's not my life, parang ganun. It's not, parang ganun, I don't, not making it to the public, pero, yeah, it's not for me the future talaga. It's definitely parang,
Yeah.
terroristic, which I'm thankful for this, I get, like, some money to buy stuff, pero, yeah, it's not what I want
It's not something
for the
you
rest of
see
my
yourself.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that we're like fucking near 30s, right?
Yeah.
Like something has to change, and something somewhere along the way, we're gonna have to decide na, hey, this is what I want to do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not perfect, and again, whose life is perfect?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is why na mas napapansin ka ngayon, like I'm having this kind of what they call Facebook hate. Every time I look at Facebook, I see them, sila, what happened to my family, things going on there. And then, while doing that, I'm in my house, sweating like a pig, trying to finish the goddamn illustration work. I probably won't finish. The one day is not really enough for me because I'm gonna spend half of the day being lazy, being home.
Hindi naman yung magbago.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, I do like drama because I need an escape. I need an escape, a new inspiration because I've been running dry. I mean, and I guess any new ventures now na I have to find new inspiration. I have to find new inspiration. Not not but not frequently because shit that costs
Yeah.
that costs money. But yung mga moments na I get to go out, I get to actually climb no matter even the small mountains. Wow, this shit's awesome. And yeah, it's not it's supposed to help you my actually not only my art, even my worldview.
Yeah, yeah.
Diba? I mean, if anything, na, surely they say the grass is always greener on the other side. But then again, at least you have grass.
Yeah, and hindi mo lang kita pero it might be pretty green naman.
Yeah, and if
And
any,
what is,
yeah, what is
I mean, could be green kasi for people to think that this is what grass used to look like back then. Pero it may not be.
May not.
Parang maybe, yeah, maybe we have grass already inside.
the green grass?
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean,
This is what happens when you once the up the seeds.
I think that's important. Bit. I mean, get inspiration.
Yeah, so I don't know, Jake. But this back on others. So at this point of our lives,
Uh,
what we've been ranting about for almost an hour now. We can go on by the way. Yeah, since we have that to talk about. At this point of our life, I guess ito yung parang moment. Well, I guess not now. Maybe depende sa'yo. Like a month after this, where you decide when how you decide when will be the first day for the rest of your life is because we're currently at an obstacle on how long can we keep this? Do we keep on doing this? Do we have to compromise doing this? If anything, I say we have to compromise on something. We might lose some, but at least we still have some.
yeah.
Diba? So but the most important thing is I guess never give up. Like yung katulad yung Pinos ko na video. So you want to be a eating concept artist. Sure they say na oh you have to learn this, you have to learn that. What they didn't say is you're gonna suffer. You like number one, you're gonna suffer. Number two, you're gonna feel like you are the worst artist in this industry. Number three, you will never see your friends again. Number four, you will never give up. So, and also, ito yung sinasabi parati sa akin ng tatay ko, Happy Mother's Day, na you don't have to do this alone. I mean, when in the end of it all, you want, when in the end of it all, only at your lowest, dyan mo makikita yung mga tunay na kaibigan mo. It's cliche, but
Yeah.
hell, it's real.
So overload.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, yeah, I guess moving forward, sitting with birds, sitting with Tikso, man, so proud of Tikso. With sa kanya, sa family niya, even sa work niya.
And yung si Eddie, sobrang keeps going places.
Yes, I mean, wow, yay, amazing. I mean, life, I mean, stories. Kids don't just turn out that way, parang yun, basta without yung mga
No, they
hands
don't.
nila talaga. I mean, wow, I mean, very inspiring. Seriously. I mean, sobrang thankful ako din sa kanila.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something really valuable to them, sa atin. Something na, again, maybe the rest of the world doesn't care about mountains and Pero we care about yung mga ganun. That matters sa atin. And,
It's a, it, I mean, it's the, yes, it's the little things.
yeah, exactly, the little things.
You don't have to go into Facebook. Well, sometimes I do, but hell, I mean, it's one way to promote my work. But
Mm-hmm.
is it like some people on Facebook? They would be like, oh, they're in hashtag blessed.
Hashtag that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay,
get that.
yeah, okay. Good job.
That's good.
Good job. You're living your.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, well, good for you. And then I heard this quote, and maybe, but I might butcher it. Yung kay Chuck Palahniuk, One Who Made Fight Club.
Yeah, yeah.
Like yung happiness, there's nothing more sweeter revenge than happiness because there's nothing more that could drive a man crazy is money. And I do feel that way. Were you too fucking happy? Then again, you think you'd have to look at, hey, it comes down to the case again for being on Facebook and seeing all your friends doing that seemingly adult stuff, family, car, I mean, everybody's got a fucking car now. I mean, in this city,
Yeah.
I know it's a necessity, but shit, I mean, the money that I'm making, the stuff that I barely get, you know.
Alright. Can do that.
And, well, not now, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah, even this, all this, parang deliberate choice to eh. Parang, actually, parang, yeah, umayat na just eating the more basic foods for this. I mean, it's sacrifice. It's really where you want to choose to spend your treasure, your time, your energy, your effort. Parang you pour yourself out into something talaga. And it's not, definitely not easy talaga. I mean, what the work that you do, the art that you produce, I mean, product siya of yung mga experiences mo eh. I mean, what the whole hell that you go through, and that's what you produce, and that's something that we are very proud of you. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing na, especially in yung mga ganung nights and days, syempre wala naman kami sa you're on the road. Pero, I hope you know na we're proud of you, and yeah, we love you, we're here, and yeah, you matter. That matters.
Holy shit, the amount of likes that I get from you on those.
I sincerely like one of the things here, and I'm.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
I'm a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. You're a fan, right? Yeah.
actually, you kind of taught me that in a way. Like, dati I don't usually like, hindi ko nila like yung mga gawa ng ibang tao. Sobrang selective ako. But then, because of what you've done, yung parang, it's like, hey, this guy knows how to give motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, kahit konti lang yung likes ko, I can see you somewhere there as one of those guys. So, one of those,
That's not. We have not even begun to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. I mean, we're really so proud of it. And sa amin, yeah, when days go by, hopefully when the time comes and you're really feeling down and stuff, hopefully you think that, even in those very shitty moments talaga, parang maybe, I guess, you could count on the fact na, these loves you, or we love you, parang your friends, your family love you, parang, it's really not much, parang gano'n, pero, it's enough. Yeah, parang gano'n, it's enough. None of these little things, it's quite enough.
like, if you're gonna try something else or something different, at least do it for yourself.
Yeah, and that's so mad respect. I mean, we're proud. I bet Kevin Smith would be proud. I mean, if he got it, or maybe one day, but
My hero. Like,
yeah, as in, seriously, that's the thing, eh, yung ganun, and ano, they, and we take a lot of crap for it, parang from other people, yung mga
Yeah.
choices natin na ganyan.
uh,
Pero, yeah, I mean, like, keep on keeping on. I mean, Yeah, never give up and all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we we have your back sa mga that matters.
Nalala ko nga nung umuwi yung magulang namin.
Are they still here?
Si Airmax ulit.
Uh,
So like, yeah. So like, I they were like concerned like, oh, when you're gonna go change job in a higher paying job. And I told them, ano ba nagkakataon mo sa sinabi ko sa nila, okay, ito plano ko, full disclosure, not gonna like it. But, this is the way I know, how I could make it work. Again, di mo gustuhan, di mo maintindihan, all I ask for you is to support me. You're gonna see me in a really shitty mood, and it's not because of you guys, it's because yung ano yung hindi ko kaya makakabis sa sarili ko. So just bear with me. Kasi parang given nga na artists would just be famous 12 years, within 12 years after master. Well, hindi naman it's not about fame, because I want some stories to be out. Like, I mean, I recently decided to try like yung slice of life webcomic. Yeah, so I haven't finished the first. Well, I will soon because I've been jotting down a lot of stories nowadays. So work, especially about the how do I stop time. Mga ganun. So abangan mo lang yun. And hopefully it will fill up my quota dun sa to decide.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So that's that. Yet yung well, it's kind of like our second episode rant.
Yeah.
But it's like everything, like, just like a steam boiler, you have to let out enough steam just to cool things down. And you can't cool things down without some pizza in our presence. So it's just like 6 boxes, all for us. Yeah. Yeah. So now let's go to the main part of the program.
Do this.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was good that we got to talk about that, and that's also part of the thing. Like, parang we get that out and we trap it in the bottle, and then we can now in the bottle here. And you can see that nandun yung rants natin. It's good to say it's there. It's there. We acknowledge it. And now we can freely and parang move on to other things.
Cool. Sige. Okay, you want to sign off? First episode. Arctic Cortex.
You know what? You know what?
What?
I was gonna post dun sa birthday mo.
So,
Ardent Cortex.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could say no, we're basically
Yeah.
singing the same
I mean,
wave.
it's crazy. I don't know.
Only-
Papakuha ko kay Jin eh. Kasi, pero yeah. That's precisely. So,
Okay.
yeah. Live from JD's Corner. Thank you for joining us. We're JR Adriano.
And I am Jermo Bernaldez. And this is, yeah. Well, okay. This is Arctic Cortex, and you will hear from us next time in our. So, adios. Nice.
Yeah, with that.